And now it's time for the Willie and Scooby Project, starring Willie B.A, Hobo, and Scooby-Doo. Tonight's review, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh my God, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life! There's this gang called Mystery Inc. who have just solved the mystery of the Moat Monster. Who the fucking hell is the Moat Monster, Scooby Mama? Well, the rumor it was me, and he was Rudy, and he was Rummy, and he was Ruby. Like that was the scariest thing I ever heard, man. Hey, how come I wasn't involved in that little crime fighting? Because nobody likes you, Scrappy Mama. No offense, Mama. We flash forward several years later, and Daphne has her own hit TV show. And she's on Good Morning America, Mama. Or some version of Good Morning America. I don't know which one it is. And her producer for that show, her show, is none other than Fred Mama. Whom with the snap of my fingers will appear because Scrappy's actually Fred.
Jinky, that was really awesome. Hey, thanks. Now I can be Fred and... Hey, look who I have. I have Daphne and Velma. Jinkies, man, that's like insane. Oh, I so love you, Fred.
Okay, I was asking for Fred, Mama, not the rest of Mr. Inc., but okay, we'll proceed accordingly, Mama. So they reunite! But first, what the hell are you and Shaggy doing, Scooby, Mama? Like he's saying we were in a security person, man! And what exactly were you sniffing out, Scooby? Rugs and alcohol and rude! Food especially. Because you know Scooby and I can't resist the food, man! But they get fired because they eat all the evidence in my mouth. Wait, you had food as evidence in my mouth? What the hell is wrong with you? Do you realize how I could have had some of that? Save some for the hobo, goddammit! Do you realize how thin I am? Well, I didn't know you again. Like, we have high metabolism. We eat a lot, but we don't change. Well, I could have used some of that food in my mouth, but that's beside the point. Anyways, Velma... Wait, what are you doing, Velma, since you're in the closet now? Like, I had my own mystery bookshop because you know I have a knack for solving mysteries. Yes, we know that, Mama, and you love mysteries. Which makes sense that you have a bookstore. But then you receive a phone call, and what did it say? It was from Daphne. They wanted us to reunite so that we can all solve a crime and defeat a ghost. And why, Daphne, did you want to stop a ghost and not a typical monster? Because I wanted to see the ghost itself and not someone in a mask, because that's all we catch. Isn't my Daphne gorgeous? Yeah, because you're a hunk and I'm a hobo, frickin' Fred. So they reunite and go down south. I presume Louisiana, since you got all that Louisiana Cajun peppers and whatnot. And they run into some fisherman who's looking to catch a catfish, I believe. And who do you run into? Rojo! Rojo? He's saying Mojo! He's like a big warthog. Oh, and I bet he eats more than I eat, too. I bet, don't you think, Mama? Like he's a big tusk man. Like, they have tusks. Hence the Razorback part. Haven't you ever studied the University of Arkansas? I never went to school, Mama. And that's why he's a stupid fucking idiot. With guacamole. I didn't need that from you, Play Mama boy. So anyways, they find out that there's a ghost that's haunting a haunted house. And I bet that pleased you, didn't you, Daphne? Oh, yes, because it was perfect for my report on my TV show. Because prior to that, all the monsters we had caught were on a mask. And I went, cut! And Fred had to cut all the tape out. So you're telling me that you could have given this to the police, Mama, but instead you decided to cut it up? Why? Because I'm sick and tired of unmasking someone. I wanted to really see a ghost. Which they ultimately do, Mama. Except this leads to a particular mystery. And what is the mystery?
Of how this whole island got invaded. There was a gardener who was actually a police cop who was investigating the scene and doing some digging, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you mean like digging for gold?
Not gold, you dumbass! It's nugget porn!
No! It wasn't nugget porn! Both of you are fucking idiots!
Velma, please explain to the good audience who's watching. Digging up for evidence so that way they can figure out this whole mystery.
Ah! Now I get it with guacamole. So then they end up running into these two maids who turn into cats.
Why the hell do they have cat powers again, Mama? Because, well, they have this curse. They wanted to get rid of the pirates, and in doing so, they received cat power. So that way they can fend off anybody and suck their souls so they can thrive and be immortal.
Hence the zombies on this island. They're not really the bad guys in this movie. They're actually the good guys, warning the Mystery Inc. that the cats are bad news, Mama. 'Cause, you know, cat got your tongue. But eventually they figure this whole mirage out and the cats disintegrate. And thus the zombies were able to rest in peace. And everybody lived happily ever after. Isn't that right, Mama?
Yes! Everybody lived happily ever after. And we got away with it.
I for one love that movie because, well, it involves Scooby, it involves Mystery Inc., and it doesn't involve Scrappy, who is no longer going to be in the closet. This is Willie B.A. Hobo saying, zombies! You got zombies! Come on up a girl, will ya? Come on, zombies! Come on! I want to hire some zombies to protect me so that way no wild cheetah can attack me! Just like Mystery Inc., Mama!